to AbsentPage, that's going to spell doom for them.
All right, so right off the bat, you see the Team Silence. You know what I call them? The silent ones. That's a good name.
Silent ones, yeah, that's pretty good. And so red team, rose-colored boy, who we're going to keep calling Aglet, sorry, and Jorge, able to take the whole stage in succession, but they can push back very quickly.
Yeah, so like you see the percent on Falcon. That's the downside of like going in with Falcon and not being successful.
The upside is that if you have the stage position, and assuming they can only hit you forwards, he's so heavy, he's probably not done for it.
Yeah, he's fine. He's a big boy. He's been eating.
Yeah, my man's been getting them gains, that's for sure. He hits hard, too.
He's been at the gym. He has a 10-pack. I'm pretty sure he does. That's the funny part.
Yeah, I don't think he can.
Wow.
Roll out, and it ends up getting him KO'd.
Roll out kills him.
Rose-colored boy thinks that's funny. He couldn't help but chuckle.
Yeah, he smirks a little bit, you know.
And he's one of those guys that'll laugh about silly things like that, for sure. That's a free edge guard. Just rolls up.
Yeah, I mean, even though that was, you know, really silly way to die, things aren't looking too bad. I mean, they're looking a little worse. All right, nice. Forward air to slow him down.
See,
and he...
Big play.
Wow, his chain hung low.
So... Yeah, so wow, n0ne actually, it looked like just a random up air that didn't do much, but what he actually did was he broke up the save. And so instead of both of them probably being alive, he took 2 stocks with 1 reverse up air that didn't kill either of them directly. Really good awareness. n0ne's is actually like an incredible teams player from what we've seen.
Yeah.
The only thing is we haven't shown that he knows how to make an impact when he's being boxed out, he's being shut down. And honestly, I don't know if he can. Maybe it's up to his partner to capitalize.
Yeah, I think maybe one of the hallmarks of his talent as a player is that he doesn't get in those positions, so we can't find out. You know what I mean?
That's true. And it really comes to the other players to like really force those situations. And that's something that rose-colored boy and Jorge have not been too stellar doing so far, because look at all the room he has right now to make plays. AbsentPage gets in there, n0ne makes room, he just like sort of dashes back, puts out an aerial, a forward tilt, buys some time, and he is still living. Maybe not anymore. Big shine!
Wait a second.
Big shine from AbsentPage. You know what, even though he didn't make it back, he went from certain death to getting maybe like 20% total on the green team, so that's still a worthwhile attempt.
And that's it. He's got to take it. Wow, he waited for him to get knee, took it. I mean, it wouldn't have made much of a difference.
And yeah, he's going to play the ledge a little bit. That's a strong thing about Puff. One of her superpower and doubles, she can disengage like whenever she wants.
Yeah.
So if she sees a bad situation, she just like flies away.
As one of the commentators pointed out at the Big House 8, I don't remember who it was, but Puff can be played in a way, especially like towards the edge, where she just eliminates like half of the game for you. Like a big part of Melee, particularly, but Smash as a whole, is like when you win a neutral exchange and you land a hit, you get to like follow up, right? Wow, they're really forcing this.
Rose-colored boy having fun off stage. I mentioned his offstage rest before. He's obviously in the same vein as Over Triforce as far as being an offstage acrobat.
Definitely.
You know those games that have like, I guess especially sports games these days, have like badges or medals or something where you can like up like a certain attribute like over time? I feel like offstage acrobat is one that we have at least 2 of in Rose-colored boy and Over Triforce here.
Yes, definitely.
And you know what? n0ne too, another offstage acrobat in his own right.
Yeah, he's very famous for these crazy things he does off stage. For a while, he didn't knee. I think there's a story about his name meaning actually no knee.
It comes from no knee. I've heard that.
But lately, there are times where he just looks at people off stage. He's like, I'm gonna fly out there like Jordan and just knee them.
And you know, so what I'm going to watch for this game is n0ne has had the ability to make the plays, and I want to see exactly what AbsentPage is doing to enable him this game to make those plays. Because it's not that AbsentPage has been a non-factor at all. It's just that it's most noticeable that the team has success when n0ne is able to set things up.
Yes.
Like right there, he gives AbsentPage enough room to recover, and they're fighting their way off the edge slowly. A few reverse up airs. Actually, some big edge guarding from n0ne, putting on a lot of damage, and they've turned the situation around.
I like that little stutter step right there from AbsentPage. Switches the up smash, get it. One more.
Yeah, and that's that same trick again, where if you're in the lead, you kind of just run past the nice tech. You run past the opponent's point character, just go to hit the back one, and then your teammate like comes and hits the confused lead of the other team. And we saw that there from AbsentPage with that up smash.
Almost looks like something out of like checkers or something. Just like, whoop. See ya.
All right, AbsentPage, I think very intelligently playing the lead. n0ne playing like a kind of a slow game for Captain Falcon while still being in the mix, and just lots of laser damage. So really, if you're going to trade damage, that's going to favor whoever already has the lead. It's kind of like time in Melee doesn't necessarily pass by the timer. It passes by the percent of both teams. So if you're in the lead and the time for both teams is ticking up, you're going to end up winning if the game continues in that trend.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's something that in singles isn't as important, because it's either your clock is ticking or theirs is. In doubles, both clocks tick at the same time, but at different rates. And it's up for you to speed up your opponent's clock or slow down yours, such that you have a higher chance of winning.
Exactly.
And then sometimes you just like throw the clock out the window with a kick or something. You know.
Yeah, every once in a while you get these crazy turnarounds where it's just like the clock, somebody just rips it open, just manually like turns the freaking hour hand to like 9 when it was on 6.
Yeah, every now and then. And, you know, green team looking to do that because right now they're down 1-0.
Well,
and yeah. We didn't mention that Rose-Colored Boy switched to Peach, but I feel like he's playing it much the same way. You know what I mean? It seems like the game plan's much the same.
It's not much of a different switch. Like he got a little bit of a more active floaty character.
And I do like the idea. What he wanted to do in the last game, I think is working out more with his Peach this game. It's just like not enough. Like I don't think they need to do the game plan stronger. I think they need to do a different one.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's kind of like they were trying to figure out what to use to cut diamond or something like that. And he was like, this knife isn't working. I'm going to get a mallet. But the mallet's also not strong enough.
You're going to need some heat or something.
Yeah, you're going to need some very powerful lasers or something. Like you just...
So you're saying you should go Falco?
Go Falco, yes. I knew you were going to go there.
I like that they're talking about strategy. Because they know that like if you lose 2 games in a row especially, you're going to have to do something a little. Sheik Marth.
So he's like...
Do you have impressions on Sheik Marth as a team?
I think... that one of them should be a different character is usually what I think when I see this team.
I don't love it. I have to say I don't love it. I think that they're like both good at zone control. It's just like it's like you build a car, excellent chassis, great grip, no engine. Nothing makes the team go.
Yeah, it's like I feel like this is like the inverse of Fox Falco. You know how Fox is really good at something, and then Falco is really good at something else, and together they're like
really good at getting the team all together.
Whereas I feel like, well, Marth can do some things, and Sheik can do some things.
Imagine playing 2 healers. They're 2 supports together. And no, it's not like Marth can't play an aggressive role, and like Sheik can't. But they don't like cover each other in a good way. I just don't think the synergy is there. But maybe, you know, they're defaulting to, hey, this is your best character, this is my best character. Let's just play our mains and see what we can do.
Yeah, that's.
And you can't fault someone for that.
That's a sense I got.
Yeah, especially when your team's play hasn't been working out. Like that's just what you got to do. Okay, near miss for n0ne. He ends up getting KO'd off the edge anyway, not able to recover with that Falcon dive.
Nice interrupt there from Sheik. A lot of times, like, getting the hit isn't as important in singles, as the timing for it. Like, when you get the hit is more important than just getting a hit.
That's true. Okay, somehow Jorge gets back to the ledge, still ends up getting stomped.
There was a bait. He baited us. He baited the audience. He baited the viewers. He baited the commentators.
And unfortunately, this has been a little bit of a roll so far this set. And you can see AbsentPage is not being hindered. Like, he's able to play a Fox versus Marth or a Fox versus Sheik or Peach or Puff match, and then he does it in a way that makes it's enough of a presence that n0ne can do whatever he n0ne predicted the transformation, and I know he wanted to side B it or something. I wish he would have done it.
All right. So now we have rose-colored boy who's about to make the greatest comeback of all times, it looks like.
The ledge games continue. This time it's Marth. Slices him.
Oh,
With that down air would have been
didn't
huge.
get the spike. That would have been sick, right?
Target switch. You got target switch a little. Big combo coming out. Combo leads to an edge guard scenario. Gets up a little early.
I think they let him back because they want to do something. I'm going to be honest. I feel the meanness.
Big nods from Jorge. Back air is going to close it out. Yeah, so n0ne and AbsentPage looking good as they move on in the tournament, I have to say.
Yeah, I have to say.